And tonight, Indiana University is now reporting 20 cases of mumps on the Bloomington campus. The school releasing a lot more details today during a news conference. According to IU, there have been no major complications resulting from the latest mumps outbreak. IU says in 16 of those cases, the students were in compliance with their MMR vaccinations. Until now, the school had not reported any cases of mumps since summer of 2017. Some of the mumps cases are impacting a fraternity on campus. IU is not naming that frat. Anyone who lives on the same dorm floor as a case or who may have been exposed by a classmate are being notified. If students have symptoms, call the number on your screen. Symptoms of mumps can include fever, headache, sore throat, and difficulty swallowing. IU says anyone with those symptoms should isolate themselves from others and call 812-855-4011 for further instructions. And Metro Police need your help tracking down this man wanted for a shooting last month and for outstanding warrants. Police say 30-year-old Stephen Mims was involved with a shooting on Brookside Avenue on March 16th. Another man was shot in the leg at that time. Mims is wanted for that shooting as well as warrants for unlawful possession of a firearm by a felon and possession of synthetic drugs. If you know where he is, call police right away. And still ahead at 5:30 on RTV6, our pets are part of our family, so when they die, it hits us hard. There is a new trend, a service your pet can get at the end of their life. We'll show you what that is and why you may want to look more into it. But first, it's time for a little spring cleaning. While you may want to target your medicine cabinet first, the danger you could prevent by doing so.
And you can certainly dress like spring as temperatures well into the 70s right now. The cooler air off to the northwest. We'll talk about how much cooler with the rain chances for tomorrow coming up.
Your replacement window hero.
Spring cleaning is a chance for you to get organized and declutter your home. And doctors at the Indiana Poison Center say one spot you should look at is your medicine cabinet, especially if you have young children in your home. Working for you, our Alyssa Donovan explains what to look for to keep kids and yourself safe.
Cleaning out your medicine cabinet is more than a chance to tidy up. It's a vital way to make your home safer. The director of the Indiana Poison Center says around 60% of the calls they receive each year are from families with children under 6, involving those children unintentionally being exposed to medications.
It's an everyday thing. It's an every hour thing that children get into medications. We have, say, about almost 10,000 hospitalizations every year of children who have an unintentional medication exposure.
Which is why your medicine cabinet needs to be cleared out.
First thing that you want to do is look for anything that's expired or out of date.
Also collect any opioids, oxycodone, anti-anxiety medications like Xanax, and blood pressure medications that you're no longer using.
They could be very harmful if a child were to get into them.
Once you collect what you don't want, be sure to dispose of them properly.
If it's a prescription drug, it can be dissolved in water and then mixed into kitty litter or coffee grounds or anything that will make it unpalatable.
If you'd rather a professional dispose of the medications, some pharmacies have drop-off containers. And this coming Saturday is National Drug Take-Back Day. There will be several locations across the city where you can drop off medications. I'm Alyssa Donovan, RTV6.
And a traffic alert you need to know about that will begin later this week. Soon construction will start on I-65 downtown, impacting both directions of travel. NDOT says crews will be working on I-65 northbound and southbound downtown beginning this Friday, April 26th. And the work will last through August. The agency says construction will take place on weekend nights. Each weekend, one side of I-65 will be completely closed. Workers will begin with the northbound lanes, then move southbound. The only exception is the north and south split, which will still have at least one lane open in both directions the entire time crews are working in those areas. And when you think of spring cleaning, you generally think about cleaning up your home, but what about our finances? Working for you, our Scripps team finds a few simple things you can do to leave you feeling a lot better about your money situation. Financial experts say this is the perfect time of year to start fresh. Lynette Calfani-Cox is known as the money coach, and she has some tips so you can do just that. Her first piece of advice is to shred it or scan it. Many companies offer paperless options for statements.
Most of us have way too much paperwork lying around the house. Bank statements, documents, old receipts, paycheck stubs.
Then check your credit report. Contrary to what you might think, it does not hurt your score.
You check your own credit report. It's called a soft pull, meaning that you have the right as a consumer to check, to keep tabs on your credit, to make sure there's no erroneous, outdated, or unverifiable information in there.
And starting this year, a new credit score called Ultra FICO will now let you increase your score by keeping $400 in your bank account to avoid overdraft fees. Once you've done that, think about paying down your debt, especially credit cards that you might have used during the holidays. The Money Coach also recommends signing up for automatic bill pay to cut down on late fees. And it's still April, but the month of May is quickly approaching. And here's how you can tell. 2013 Indy 500 winner Tony Kanaan installed a ceremonial Kanaan Avenue sign. The sign, located on the southwest corner of Washington and Meridian Streets, it's part of the Driver Street Sign Takeover event in downtown Indy. And you will be able to get your first taste of cars roaring out at the track later this week. Testing at IMS will get underway on Wednesday. 28 drivers are expected to take part in an open test event next Wednesday. Testing will take place from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. and is open to the public. You can watch everything from the turn to mounts. We are a few days away from the NFL draft. You can watch every round here on RTV6. Our coverage kicks off with the first round next Thursday night at 8 p.m. ABC's Robin Roberts will host alongside the ESPN College Game Day crew. If you can't be near your TV, you can stream the entire thing live on the ABC app. A lot going on in the sports world.
I think there's a number of rounds, too, so settle in. They won't all be at
Get comfortable.
Comfortable temperatures for sure. We hit to 77 today. We'll take it and move on. Even when we lower the bar, it's only lowered
to good.
Yeah, 69, the high temperature for tomorrow. Mid-60s Wednesday. That's about as cool as we get for a high temperature within the 7-day forecast. We're back to 70 as we move on to Thursday of this week. Thunderstorms, north central Illinois, but notice they're moving from southwest to northeast. We'll have to wait till the actual trigger, this cold front, gets closer to the Hoosier State. Right now, we're really between weather systems. High pressure, West Virginia, the cold front to the west, and an area of low pressure in between. We're just funneling the warm, relatively dry air into the state. We won't have much in the way of humidity, so I don't think we're looking at a heavy rain event. There could be a few localized downpours, but not a widespread soaking rain like we had Saturday. Temperatures in the east, a little cooler. 71 in Richmond, 78 in Greencastle, 81 in Bedford. Warmest temperature in central Indiana. Say hello to Elvis. Elvis going for a walk this evening. His tongue's already out. It will be a little on the warm side. 74 at 7 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 64 degrees. You can send your dog's picture to me at kevin.gregory@wrtv.com. Temperatures tonight. Mild. We'll stay in the 50s. The clouds and that south wind will keep temperatures from falling off too much, in some cases right at 60 degrees. As we wake up and get started tomorrow, 60 in the morning, lots of clouds. Isolated shower chances will increase through the day, but it's not an overwhelming chance for rain. You can see in most cases 20 to 30%. It really about does it. Noticeable temperatures, though, on the backside of the cold front, around 60 to the north. Temperatures should make the low 70s, where it will take longer for the cooler air and a northwest wind to deliver the cooler air. High temperature in Indy about 69. 7 a.m. there are the clouds. By the time we get to 1 o'clock, see this pencil thin broken line of showers? Maybe it will fill in a little bit. That's where our shower or isolated thunderstorm would come from. Then on Wednesday, noticeably cooler. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s. Lots of clouds around. As you look at the 7-day planner, temperatures for the rest of the week hover just above average. Temperature on Thursday, 70 degrees. Friday, lots of sunshine, 68, probably the best day of the week. As we go into the weekend, mid-60s Saturday and Sunday, the slight chance of showers Saturday, and on Sunday, 65.